On the issue of banks, commenting on the recent US $37 million loan to the National Commercial Bank from the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Gonsalves pointed out that there is no mystery surrounding the matter. The Prime Minister stated that the ULP administration has a history of managing the government's money properly.
Last week, boost to NCB, 37 million US loan from CDB, approximately 100 million EC dollars. You may recall at a press conference sometime in the month of May, I had indicated, and in other public comments, that we had made an application to the Caribbean Development Bank for 100 million EC dollars. Towards the debt owed by the public sector in St. Vincent and the Grenadines at the National Commercial Bank. The public sector indebtedness at the National Commercial Bank is in the region of $160 million. I should point out that the public sector indebtedness to the bank is not something which is new. But we seek to ensure that whatever the public sector indebtedness to the bank, it's resources which are used towards the development of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The government has formed a strategic plan. We have elaborated a strategic framework for the strengthening of the financial and banking sector in our country. You've heard me in budgets on this. Not only issues with regulation, but issues concerning possible other modalities of ownership. The public debt at the National Commercial Bank would attract interest 9%, 10%, 11%. In some cases more if you look in the appendix of the estimates, and I'm encouraging members of the media to look at these documents so that you don't have to rely on people prattling. The facts are there. You see them and you will see what the loans are. You will see the public debt of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And if you want to look at it historically, you can go back whenever you want to go back. And you see each loan itemized, from who we borrowed, the interest rate, what is the outstanding amount. You would see what is the total debt, what is the external debt, what is the domestic debt. You will see the debt for the central government, you will see the debt for the public sector outside of the central government. It's all there. It's not a mystery. It's not upside down Chinese. All you need to do, just please look at it, so that when questions are raised, you raise them on a factual matrix. We have too many talented young journalists now for people to throw smoke in your eyes anymore with propaganda. A number of your university graduates, some of you who are not university graduates have done training of one kind or another. Some of you do graduate work. These are matters within your competence, and you can handle them with confidence. Now, obviously, if you go and you make an application for $100 million Eastern Caribbean from the Caribbean Development Bank. And you're getting it at 4.5% interest. You're not increasing the indebtedness of the public sector by taking the loan from the central bank. What you're doing is replacing one debt, which has a higher price, with a debt with a lower rate of interest. And at the time, you assist the bank with additional liquidity. Remember that word, liquidity. What has been the public policy of this government before we came to office and from 2001? It is this: that the National Commercial Bank has a small capital base. Because it has a small capital base, the extent to which it can lend any one borrower is limited by the extent of its capital. This is a matter of our domestic law, of any commercial bank, and it is a matter of the regulations from the central bank. You look at the Banking Act, it's whether the current Banking Act, which we passed since we're in government, or the immediate past one. Now, if you have a small capital base, you would have an interest in expanding that capital base. The expansion of the capital base can come from two sources: from the existing shareholder or from other equity partners. It's not a mystery. Now, is it sensible public policy to take government resources to put as additional capital, or should you seek other equity partners, like, for instance, another commercial bank?